Welcome back, everyone. Today we are thrilled to be joined by the talented Hailey Kittle. You may recognize her from her previous work in genre, including Trick versus Treat. But today we are talking about her latest collaboration with modern horror master Eli Roth and the new 2026 thriller Ice Cream Man. Hailey takes
Thank
on a role of hi.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
So you take on the role of Melissa, a teacher who goes on from managing a classroom of to fighting for survival. We will be diving, if you're listening, if you're not listening, kiss my ass, just turn off right now. We will be diving into the intense energy of Eli Roth and how his dynamics of working with child actors in a terrifying movie and the physical toll of starring in a high octane slasher. Without further ado, please welcome the wonderful, the beautiful, and the talented Hailey. Thank you so much for joining me. How the hell are you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I am doing phenomenal. I'm stoked. I'm glad that you agreed to come on my show. Otherwise, I would have been very bummed. So,
Me too. I'm so excited. I love how passionate you are about horror. I also am such a horror fan, so I love this. This is perfect.
great. I love. Yeah, I like you already. I'm a person. I like you already. I could talk
Love.
about horror all day, 24/7.
Right? No,
And
same.
yeah,
I'm always seeing the newest horror movies. I'm obsessed with horror movies, so.
I love how I've become like the horror expert at my job. Everybody's asking me for movie recommendations. Like, so Ben, what have you seen lately? I'm like, I always recommend Ice Cream Man. I said, go see it. If you're into bloody, gory kills and slashing, go see Ice Cream Man. I enjoyed it very much. And they know I critique very hard too. I'm a very hard person to impress when it comes to movies. And this one, I have nothing negative to say about it. So, which is really good for me. So,
That's
so
awesome.
yeah.
I
I
love
mean,
it. Yeah, I've seen it twice already, so same here.
if there's a movie I don't like, I'm gonna tell them. I said, don't waste your 90 minutes. You don't watch that movie because you're not gonna get it back. So it's
Yeah.
anyway. You, the lovely, beautiful Hailey, play Melissa, the assistant teacher in horror films. Characters responsible for children are often put in incredibly high stakes protected situations. So, how did you approach playing a caretaker who was suddenly thrust into an absolute nightmare scenario?
Well, this situation, it's like the tables have turned because normally you're right, being a teacher, you would be in a protective role, but in this situation, the kids are attacking the adults. So it's kind of like thrown me into this defensive mode, and I can't even be protective to them because it's like they're coming for me. So F the kids, like every man for themselves. Um, yeah, I just had to fight like hell and do my best to show how terrified that would be in that situation. I just went in for a normal day at work. I should have stayed home clearly because worst day ever. And yeah, I guess that was just my approach to really just trying to get into that, how that would be for a teacher being thrown into that situation.
It had to suck for your character. I mean, seriously.
Oh yeah,
This kind of reminded me of Weapons a little bit, where the kids are attacking the adults and stuff. So, which
yeah.
is good. Another excellent movie.
And
Um,
a lot of people are comparing the two, but I feel like they're so different. So if you're going in expecting weapons, I mean, yeah, it's not weapons, but it definitely has like some comparisons in that way for sure.
yeah, it definitely holds that vibe. But
Yeah.
if I was put in that situation, I'd like, look, you little fucking crotch goblins, get the hell away from me before I beat the shit out of you. So,
Right? Like, who are you? That's crazy. Yeah,
so,
that was a intense situation for
and it
sure.
scares me because one day this might actually happen. So who knows? I mean, the kids will rise up, kill the adults, and they'll just be left to rule the world. I don't
And I
know.
mean,
I mean,
everyone's saying that this movie is gonna bring that on, and now the kids are gonna come for us. So at least I know what not to do, what to do. There we go.
so for those who do this, who say that stuff to you, do you explain to them this is all fiction? Like,
Oh my gosh. I mean, I wish I
or
could.
nonfiction,
Either
sorry.
I'm
It's all
talking about
nonfiction.
comments, I mean, I probably shouldn't read comments, but I'm talking about comments I've seen like under the trailers, under posts from Ice Cream Man, and I mean, I would love to reply, but I just don't. I try not to let it get to me. But yeah, I want to say this is fiction. It's just fake. It's fun.
Mhm.
It's not real, guys.
Yeah, fictional characters. Fictional characters is just come on,
Exactly.
people. All right. The cast. I want to talk about the cast. They're very impressive with the dialogue, the acting, and the coordination.
They were
It
great.
features several young actors playing students, obviously. What was the dynamic on set like when working with kids in a film that is so dark and extreme?
Yeah, this was the most kids I've ever worked with on set, so it was a lot, but it was so fun. They were all so excited to be there, having so much fun. You would think, oh my gosh, this is so like traumatizing for them to be on such a scary, gory set, but they loved it. They're like, oh, can I hold this body part? Can I hold this body part? They were so excited. So that was really not a problem. I guess when we went to do the rehearsal and I always like will actually do one where I fully scream because the sound can know how loud I'm about to be and they can get an idea. But I remember I had screamed and one of the girls was like, "Oh my gosh, like cover your ears." And I'm like, "Oh shoot. Oh my gosh, I forgot. There's little kids here. Like I need to be cautious about that." And so they warned them from now on, she's gonna scream, it's gonna be loud. Like be prepared. So there was that, but also the one thing I didn't really consider is how I would have to help them in like dragging myself because like kids can't actually drag me and just so it's safe. And we had an awesome stunt coordinator, so that was an issue safety wise, but just for me to have to help them out and not actually because obviously I would fight for my life in that situation, but I can't when it's acting, it's pretending. I don't want to hurt these kids, so I'm trying to make it seem like I'm fighting for my life, but also don't hurt the kids. So it was a balance for sure. But yeah, it was really fun. It was cool working with a lot of kids. Yeah.
It just reminds me of like I don't know being on set with a bunch of kindergartners. It's just I don't know. I
Exactly.
mean,
It's exactly like they're all asking random questions. It was great. And their parents, oh my gosh, their parents were just as excited as the kids behind the scenes watching them. They're so excited about it, which I love.
I bet that's great. I mean, I never had the opportunity to work with kids before. Well, I guess I sort of did. I don't know. I have my own kids. I guess that's good enough. But
Oh, okay.
it's just,
I don't yet. So that's enough for
wow.
me for now.
So how did the crew keep the environment fun? I mean, for and safe for in between takes for all these kids while all the scary materials around them, they're being exposed to this kind of stuff.
Honestly, I feel like they didn't even need to. They were so excited just to be a part of the movie. I feel like Eli always makes it really fun. His energy is so high and yeah, I feel like he was like talking with the kids the whole time as well. And so yeah, they didn't really need to do too much to make it fun for them. I feel like everybody was just already having so much fun with. They were like laughing and giggling while I was screaming. It was great. It was so great.
And plus, Eli Roth is a legend too. So I mean, I'd probably worship the ground the guy walks on. Just saying. I mean,
I
I would.
know.
Oh my goodness. All right. Ari Millen takes on a terrifying role as the titular ice cream man. Without giving too much away. Okay, you know what? If you haven't seen the movie, too bad. Give away as much spoilers as you want. I don't fucking care. So, what was your experience like acting opposite of his villainous character?
So, unfortunately, I did not get to do any scenes with Ari. I wish I did. That would be so cool. I actually didn't even meet him until the premiere. Which is so funny how that works because he's throughout the whole movie, he's at all the school scenes, and I was at the school as well, but just the filming didn't line up that way, so I didn't get to meet him. But I wish I did. He did such a great job. And I realized after watching, he didn't even have any lines, but he just portrayed his character so well. He was so creepy. just the way that he could do that with no lines at all, it was amazing.
So even at the premiere, and even seeing him in the movie, I mean, did it look like he was scary as hell? I mean, just,
I mean, he didn't look like too scary to me in person, so I guess he did a great job portraying a scary ice cream man because in person, I mean, he looked great, ready for the premiere, red carpet ready.
anyone who has no dialogue whatsoever will scare the hell out of me. I mean, look at Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, no dialogue whatsoever, and they
True.
just try to be, these psycho killers who just want to. I don't know. I
That's
still
so
can't get past that.
true. Yeah, you're
So
so right. And they also portray the same, it's so effective somehow
yeah,
that they're able to do that with no dialogue.
I mean, you hear him like grunt or like or some shit like that,
Yeah.
but you never hear him say any words. All
Yeah,
right.
right?
So playing a character in a relentless movie, or say a horror movie. I'm sorry, people. Horror movie requires a lot of gore and effects rather than CGI. So, do you have any crazy, memorable experiences dealing with a sticky, messy, the reality of practical horror effects on set?
Yeah. I mean, this one was the goriest I've ever been a part of. I remember I was getting ready to do the scene. I was like laying down in my position, and I'm not even joking. The whole camera crew, Eli, everyone, they come out in, I can only describe it as like hazmat suits, like full white goggles, like everything. And I'm like, what is about to go down? This is insane. I've never seen this before when filming. The camera was all wrapped up. So I'm like, it's about to go down. It's getting bloody in here. So that was already a shock to me. I've never seen that, but that just made me so excited. I'm like, this is going to be insane. And then also for the practical effects, they had attached this fake stomach to me, and I've never had that done before. And it must have weighed like 15 pounds. It was so heavy. Like, I remember trying to walk around, and it was like, oh, like it feels like I can't even walk. But I was laying down anyway, so it was fine. But that was just a surprise for sure. And then I remember when they rigged it to have the blood come out when, is this giving away? No, it's in the trailer. So when they're hacking away with the axe, they rigged it so the blood like runs through the pipes or whatever. And I remember just feeling like it felt like I was peeing my pants basically because it went all through my pants, all down my pants onto the floor. I was soaking wet in blood. And I was like, this is crazy. I've never felt anything like it, but it helped sew the scene, because I was traumatized. I was scared for real.
Wow. If I was on set and if I see people calling it hazmat suits, I was like you said, like shit's about to get real. I mean,
Exactly.
so it's about to go down, people. Get ready. Um, I
Exactly.
can't imagine how'd you hype yourself up with that kind of situation, knowing that shit was about to get real.
I first of all watched a lot of Saw scenes because those are just insane. The torture that they went through, I really just would watch them over and over and over to try to get in the mindset of the characters because I mean, you don't really have a lot of references. It's not like you can pull from real life in this situation because I've never been, thankfully, hacked at with an axe. So it was a lot of that watching scenes and yeah, just trying to run through how this would actually be, the thoughts she would be thinking in this moment, if kids were actually coming at her like this. And yeah, that's really what I did.
Well, obviously, playing a character as such as as with and it requires a lot of high energy and panic, screaming, physical exhaustion, all that good groovy door prizes that come to any kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
How did you decompress on in between take or when the director yelled cut?
A lot of tea and honey. I'll actually take spoonsful of honey because my throat is just dead afterwards. Sometimes you just gotta really just sit in the quiet too because it's so much going on, just loud screaming. The kids were laughing. It was definitely a lot. And also like I was like icing my throat afterwards too because it was so sore. I didn't take in just how taxing it would be on my body because normally I've done scenes before where I'm screaming, but in this situation, I was in an awkward position. I was laying down and my neck was like forward, so my airway is like compressed. So it was my neck, like itself, was so sore for like days afterwards. But it was so worth it because the scene turned out great. But yeah, that's what I would say. Just a lot of rest and sleep and yeah.
When I worked as a haunter in Valley of Fear, I used to scream a lot. So I would have to yell and scream to scare people. So what I
Yeah.
would do is suck on a lemon or have cough drops in my pocket. So that would help too. Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard that one. Suck on a lemon. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to try that. I haven't heard that one.
And cough drops hurt too. The syrup inside the cough drops coat your throat. So that way
Yeah,
and hot tea works too. Like you said, you drink hot tea, that
yeah.
relaxes the muscles in your larynx and stuff like that. So hot tea, lemon, freshly squeezed lemon, or yeah,
Okay.
cough drops.
Okay, I'm
That
gonna
was the
have to
trick I
try that.
learned. So
That's okay, interesting. Because yeah, you would normally have lemon honey tea, so I guess the actual lemon would help a lot.
yeah, it helps
Okay.
clear like all the gunk that's in your throat too, so you can actually scream and loud better. So yeah,
Okay.
it's
Well,
great.
thanks for the tip.
Yeah, I did 2 seasons as a haunter, screaming and yelling at people all the time. It was I got what every night,
Wait,
every time we were
at Horror Nights
no, it's
or
called
where?
Valley of Fear. It's in Pennsylvania. So
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I love those. I love going to.
yeah. 2 seasons there, and then I quit because the driving was a hassle and traffic was a pain in the ass, and like
Oh
it,
shoot.
it's not worth it anymore. So yeah, I was gone. I didn't come to like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Had to get up 2 hours later to go to work. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. See,
Oh
I
my
couldn't do it anymore. Anyway, back to you.
god.
All right, so director Eli Roth is famous for pushing boundaries and creating intense, visceral horror. Like I said, dude is a legend when it comes to horror movies. What was your reaction when you first read the script for Ice Cream Man?
I was just wondering how he's going to do this with so many kids. Every scene had so many kids and all of the descriptions of the kills. I was just trying to wrap my head around how the heck he's going to do it. I mean, I didn't doubt them because the practical effects team that they use, shout out AAFX, they're amazing and I know they can do it, but I was just like with so many kids, like that's going to be insane. But also, I'm like, there's so much gore. There's so many jokes. I loved the script when I first read it. Oh, and then the plot twist too. When I saw that plot twist, I was like, everybody's gonna love this, and they're gonna be shook, and they were.
Yeah, right. So, how did Eli Roth's specific editorial or editorial? What am I thinking? Directorial style help shape the terrifying atmosphere on set.
I feel like he's just so much fun to work with. I knew it was going to be super intense. I've worked with him before, and he just always is going to get the take no matter what, no matter how many times we have to go. And we did go a lot, do a lot of takes. Um, I knew it was going to be a lot of fun, but also really intense. And yeah, I feel like I just knew it was going to be a great, like, turn out great.
Were there any moments on set where you felt hesitation or like, oh man, do I really have to do this crap? Or were you just excited just to jump right in?
I think I was just so excited to jump right in. Yeah. I don't think I was ever hesitant. I mean, we definitely did a lot of takes where I was like, I need to make sure my voice is still there by the end. Otherwise, we're going to have to ADR it. But yeah, it was just so much fun. I love working with Eli and I love doing horror. So it was the perfect combination. I was so excited to be a part of this. And yeah.
This is where I start envying people who I talk to. Being a part of something like this is really cool. I mean, sure, I'm in a couple of movies, but nothing like this, nothing on this level. of horror. So it's I'm envious. Green, envious, green, envious. It's so bad that there's days I just want. Could I just go on a Eli Roth movie or like a Wes Craven movie or something? Please, God, help me. But that's how it is. All right, so Eli Roth just doesn't direct the film; he also acts in the film alongside with you and the rest of the cast. What was it like to have the director step in front of the camera as an actor during the shoot?
I wish I got to experience what it would be like to be with him in a scene, maybe one day. But no, I didn't. I wasn't part of the family scenes, so I didn't get to experience that. But I have to wonder how that would be with him directing and acting. Would it be like he's like action and then just gets right into the scene? Like I'm so curious how that would be. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall, but their family dynamic was great. I feel like they all had so much chemistry. He's a great actor and director, so that just would have been insane to actually act with him. And yeah, I think he's so funny. And in that scene, you could sense like their laughs were contagious watching that scene. And yeah, it would have been cool, but unfortunately, my character did not get to be with his character in the movie, but that would have been cool.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Hypothetically speaking, if you were to act alongside with him on camera, how do you think he would change the scene or change the energy on and like during the shoot?
That's a good question. Um, I feel like I would be nervous. I feel like the pressure would be like a little bit higher because he's just such a legend when it comes to his movies and he's such an amazing director. I'd be like trying to be present with him in the scene, but also like, is he directing me in his brain? I feel like that would be very interesting to see how that would go. But I feel like it would be a lot of fun because I haven't seen him act in a while and that was really cool for him to make that cameo. So, yeah.
Oh, in the past, you've worked with him before in other movies, right? So like Trick versus Treat. How did
Yeah.
your previous experience working with him prepare you for this movie? Like the sheer level of chaos and the gore that he tends to bring to his films.
Yeah, in Trick or Treat, I mean, just working on that set, I knew it was going to be intense because in Trick or Treat, they had shot us with like this gooey, sticky, like literally had water guns of goop. And we were on the ground shivering. It was freezing cold outside. And we just kept going and going and going until like 7 a.m. So again, he's gonna get the shot. Whatever he's thinking in his head, it's gonna happen. So I knew it's gonna turn out great. It's gonna be intense. There's gonna be lots of blood, lots of gore, and yeah, that kind of prepared me honestly because I knew how it was working with him before. But again, it's always just so much fun, such high energy, and we have a great time.
Oh man, I mean, I could see like after watching the movie the dynamic and like how the energy was charged on set while watching the movie, especially your scenes. Holy fucking shit, man! I mean, your death scene is like maybe one of the best in horror history. Just saying. So, I mean,
Dude,
you've nailed it. You've
thank
nailed it. So,
you. Thank you so much. I really just tried to sell it. What would this be like if this happened to you?
oh, I was sold. Trust me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. So when audiences finally sit down, if they get the nerve to go see this movie, if they sit down to watch The Ice Cream Man, what do you think is going to shock them the most about this film compared to other modern slashers?
I think what's going to shock them is first of all how many kills there are. There's I think I can't remember the exact number, but it was around 50 or 40 or 50 kills. um and the gore and how creative the kills are. You would never you're like, who wrote this? How did you think of this? Because they're just so creative and disturbing. So there's that. But then on top of that, the added layer of it being children that are doing the kills. And that's just another layer of that shock factor that is so intense to see and watch. But it's a lot of fun, especially if, like you said, you like gore and are a fan of that genre. I think it's a fun time to watch for sure.
Oh, it was. I mean, every second my eyes were glued to that screen. Like, what's going to happen next? Who's going to be killed next? You know. And another thing I like about this film, it was very unpredictable, and I love that about films. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was saddened by your death. I was saddened by other people's deaths, but I wanted the movie was just done phenomenally. I mean, it makes me want to scream outside like, "Yeah, this is fucking great! Go watch it!" So, and just
Did you have a favorite kill in the movie that you were like, oh my gosh, that's insane?
yeah, like I said before, one of the best kills in horror history. So it's just that's something to give yourself a pat on the back for. I mean, you were given a specific task, you fucking delivered that task, you knew the
Thank
assignment, and you nailed it. So shit, give yourself a high five for that one. I mean, I would. I mean,
you. I really appreciate that. Thank
like,
you.
yeah, hell yeah, I was killed in an Eli Roth movie. What have you done the past 5 years? I'm just
I know. It was such an honor. Like that is the coolest thing ever to yeah. One working with him and then just to be killed in such a crazy way. It was just so epic and cool.
so the next time you update your resume, just put Eli, I was in an Eli Roth movie. Enough said.
Yeah, exactly. Killed by Eli Roth.
There you go. I was a character in Eli Roth. I died. Just put me in any movie you want to. Okay. All right. That's all the
Exactly. And
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
will be killed greatly.
exactly. That's all the questions I have, Haley. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate it. You take the time out and surviving the ice cream man long enough on set may have been difficult because it was difficult for you, obviously. But it sounds like this movie is going to deliver the exact kind of unapologetic, visceral horror that ELR fans are just craving and waiting to see. So, if you have not seen this movie yet, people, go watch it. It's still in theaters. Go support Hailey of all people and Eli Roth. And are you're on Instagram, right? Go to her Instagram page. Show her fucking love. If you don't, you're gonna go through me. Okay, you got to hear from me. If you don't do it, all right, that's how you do it. You, Hailey, stay awesome, stay amazing, keep that shit up, and I wish you nothing but success in your career in the future. And if they do an origin story on Ice Cream Man, I want to see you in it.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for having me.
The honor and pleasure is all mine. And you enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you so much for the interview. You've been a blessing.
Thank you. So have you. Thanks so much.
Take care.